My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Moving along to race number 8, it's a fillies and mares 71 handicap set to be run over the 1200 meter trip. 15:45 is the time you need to get your bets on. Average rating of a 67 here. Another competitive event and another race where you possibly need to go a bit wide in those exotics. Before Warren and myself give you our selection, let's listen up to what Garth Puller has to say about Casa Rosada.
Another filly, she's doing well. I expect her to run a nice race. It's never easy in those lower division fillies races, but anything can happen.
Well, fillies and mares 71 handicap, 67 is the average rating here. As I mentioned, a competitive event, but Mvulazana would be my narrow first choice. She is a horse that is distance suited. She hasn't quite proven herself on the poly track in her 3 runs to date, but she has run a nice third. If we go 3 runs back in a fillies and mares 75 handicap, average rating there was a 70. So she's taken on stronger company than what she does meet in this lineup. She's a horse that met a fillies and mares 84 last time out, average rating of a 79 over 1200 meters, beaten 2.5 lengths behind Bequest, 8 out of 8 draw to contend with, and she was far from disgrace. She ran on nicely in the closing stages of the race. She is a horse that could well prefer the turf track, but in saying that, I think that she looks to be on the right mark where she's going to be very competitive after. Wendy Whitehead's stable are bang in form. And despite the wide draw, she is a horse that usually runs from off them. There will be a decent pace in the race, and Mvulazana will have something to aim at late on in the day. So I think she's going to run an absolute cracker at 11-2 in the market. And another horse that I give respect to is number 3, Puff of Smoke. She's got a neat draw on a mark of 68. Cabello Mazzaniane retains the ride, dropping in trip to 1200 meters. She hasn't been effective over the distance in her 2 starts, but now with Com Naidu, she's made nice improvement in her last 2 starts, beaten 7 lengths behind Sweet Symphony, then beaten 2 lengths last time out behind Miss Leela. And I think this horse now just having had a chance to acclimatize to the province, I think she's going to run an absolute cracker. So 9 from 3, that's going to be my top two choices in the race. Warren, what you in the camp of here?
Can't lose, number 8, Kitten's Adventure.
Bullish talk there.
Pardon?
Bullish talk.
Yeah, no, that's just tongue-in-cheek. Of course, the comment about number 8, Kitten's Adventure, whom I race with some other partners. She's a lovely filly. She's really working well at home. And the videos that we've seen, she's really been eating up the work tracks at Ashburton, and she's expected to run a very good race. And why not? Her last 2 starts, she nearly won one of her last 2 starts. She ran 4th, 0.45 to Not Now Pussycat, 4th, less than a length to Arctic Princess. She's been knocking at the door, and yeah, we're hopeful. We're hopeful of a good run. Strong each way chance from the team back at Ashburton, and she's certainly going to run a good race. Richard Faree gets the ride, so we do like her, but it's not an easy race, as we keep saying. The last couple of races on the card are tough because Rahil's made a good case for Puff of Smoke. He's made a good case for Mvulazana, and even a horse like Time Chaser. Don't get put off by that one post maiden run finishing 10th of 12th. It was only 4.5 lengths off, a little bit naughty. She can build on that. Keegan DeMello gets the ride. Interesting in jockey engagement. Kylie's Fate, one of these days, going to put her best foot forward. But for me, Kitten's Adventure, I'm hoping she runs an absolute cracker. So yes, call me biased. We do like her. Puff of Smoke, Mvulazana, Rahil's selection. So maybe boxed exactors could be the suggested bet for this race. 3 Puff of Smoke, 8 Kitten's Adventure, and 9 Mvulazana.
It's good fun. Days like these are great. You get the whole industry together, and to have, companies and corporations like Interbet and Cape Racing who are so generous with sort of time and energy into making a day like this possible is it's fantastic for everyone.